Yo, 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 yo. Oh, man. Man. Feels so good to be back. Salute to my co-host, Empress Star, taking your far no matter where y'all, just because, I just feel like saying that right now, you know what I mean? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. And guess what? I said, goddamn, guess what? It's Cosmic Mind. What? What is in that rules? UV. And it's what? Damn, I keep saying this to y'all. And I know you figuring it out by now. It's sinking in. It's where you need to be, man. Energetic parasites. What is Cosmic and Empress start talking about now? They always got something they talking about. Make sure you put on your notification for the near shine. Put on your notifications, man. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. If you're not gonna donate financially, make sure you subscribe and share. If you're not gonna donate financially, all right, make sure you refer people to the channel. If you're not gonna donate financially, all right. Peace and abundance. What is? Hold on. I didn't even. Damn. Okay. What is energetic parasites? Sacred breakdown. Energetic parasites are non-physical forces or attachments that feed on your life force energy or energy, emotional distress, or mental confusion. They can come from people, environments, or even unhealed emotions. Anything that drains your light instead of nourishing it. Let's explore them on every level. What are they? Energetic parasites or vibrational hijackers. Okay, hijackers and hitchhikers, all the same. Energies that attach to your aura, chakras, or emotional field. So a lot of y'all with these homies and homegirls, all these motherfuckers, I told you we gotta put a magnifying glass on these motherfuckers and check out that track record that we have with these old entities, family members, earth family, especially when you start coming online and to the grand awakening and all that knowledge itself, man. That's gonna goddamn be beneficial for your motherfucking long-term motherfucking superficial health. They thrive on what? Fear, guilt, shame, and anger. Huh? So when motherfuckers be using fear, guilt, shame, and anger as their talking points, I be already knowing what level that you're at. Huh? Okay. They use fear. Kevin Samuels, I think, said it. Fear, shame, and the need to be right. That's almost damn near the same thing. Chaos, they use what? They use chaos, drama, gossip, or addiction. They use unhealed trauma or self-doubt. That means that trauma bonding ass shit. See, a lot of us equate a healthy relationship, friendship, whatever ship it is, to the duration of time and space that the shit has existed. Huh? Man, we been knowing each other 20, 30, 40 years, man. We back in the sandbox, man. That shit don't mean shit. Huh? People change, seasons change, huh? Motherfuckers intentions rearrange, ain't it? They can be energetic forms, not always spirits. Sometimes the residue of toxic environments, that mean jobs and shit like that too, or the emotional weight of others, huh? That means I'm trying to tell y'all, look, a lot of us, and I get it, I understand, we want to help our people, we want to help the people we know, we want to help the goddamn people we kind of know, attached to the other people, so we can help them flow. But guess what? A lot of us is feeling burnout from what? Taking on too many goddamn people and they motherfucking problems and this shit and wanting to cultivate them and convince them and get them to the higher powers and all the other shit. Huh? Ain't it? Let the dead lie with the dead. How they attach. This is how they attach. Ain't it, man? They latch on when your energy is open. That's why when y'all motherfuckers be in your feelings, that's when your energy is open. Yeah? When you being petty and all that shit, that's when your energy is open, nigga. Huh? When you be in all that low vibrational shit, ain't it? Weakened or scattered, often through prolonged stress or depression. Unprotected intimacy or energetic exchanges. So that means you motherfuckers that's in your fun phase and the body count don't matter and shit. That's why a lot of you motherfuckers is going through depression issues. Cause you fucking depressed motherfuckers. Do 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 do. Ah, overexposure, and I'm not even gonna get on y'all women that's whoring yourselves out. You know you fucking all types of motherfucking fucked up ass energy, ain't it, man? That's why it's fucking up his energy. Unprotected. It was a the overexposure to negativity or spiritual imbalance. Over because we know negativity gonna be there, or what we think is negativity. Because remember what I said, you gotta have a negative to what? Get a spark. You am I right? It's got to be a negative and a positive to get the spark. So it's usually how we what us them they those how we transmutate the shit and the level of what consciousness that we're in that moment that dictates if how severe the damn shit is, huh? Like usually sometime when we say what when we calm down and let it settle, then we can start rationalizing and they what they say the men are more logical. Why? Because when we move in our emotions overly, what happens to us men? We ain't no good for nobody, even our goddamn self. Huh? All right, let's get it. Now, I say that because men are usually what? Not known as overly emotional creatures.
Right.
So when you know something is an emotional creature, you expect certain things from that emotional creature. Okay, now poor energetic hygiene, not cleansing or grounding regularly. Get your feet in the sand, the ground, the mud, the dirt. Make it twerk. Huh? Huh? Essentially, when your vibration drops, you become what? Easier to feed the mother gone. Huh? Quote unquote. Huh? We gonna let this motherfucker truth smoke. Huh? We gonna let the truth smoke. Common signs you have energetic parasites, all right? Sudden fatigue or heaviness after being around certain people or spaces. Right. So when a lot of when I be we be seeing them too. When we be seeing them dragging off the job, oh man, that thing done pulled all of it out you, baby. That's why you're mad and you're arguing with each other in your relationship going into shitter. Cause y'all look, you getting drained by all these societal entities. And motherfuckers be thinking, man, I'm just going to work and pay my bills. Why you so drained and why you so tired when you get off most times? Okay. Comments as a okay. Random mood swings or anxiety that don't feel like quote unquote yours. A lot of times we taking on somebody else's thoughts and emotions, even if they not in our motherfucking presence.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Okay. The next, cause see, I done got me passion. See, we back. Goddamn, what? No slack in the back, diamond in the back. No, crystals in the back. All right, give me back to the other part. Give me back, cause when we changed it, it's right there. It's right there. There we go.
You know,
Okay, where is it at? Where's that part we was at? All right, y'all hang in there. Y'all hang in. Yeah, so I can get you to your part. From this one? Okay, look. Here's a full. Now, in a few moments, we will hear from Empress Start taking you far no matter where you are. She's getting things situated, lituated, and organized to no motherfucking surprise about sacred space gonna be all in your face. Now, look, check it out. Here's a full overview of energetic parasites, a bust down from spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical dimensions, especially in relation to melanated, the copper tone, original people, and energetic awareness. Do do do. Woo 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 woo. I don't care. I don't care. We having fun today, goddammit. We ain't been out here a long time. We ain't been out here a long time having fun, huh? Energetic parasites overall. Definition: energetic parasites are non physical entities or vibrational attachments that feed on human life force energy, emotional turmoil, fear, confusion. Remember when we said this society feeds on your what? Your happiness, your sorrow, all that shit. Just like physical parasites feed off the body, energetic parasites feed off your aura, emotions, and vital energy. They thrive in low frequency environments and often attach to people, spaces, or habits that carry chaotic or unresolved energy. So when we say you don't like my homies because of this. Yeah, because they low vibrational, bitch. Like I goddamn it said, I don't give a goddamn it if it's your homies from goddamn it Vietnam, ain't it, man? This is Summer Slam. I don't care if it's your homie from Vietnam, it's a Summer Slam. Ain't it? Let's get it. Mental level. This is the mental level of it, okay? They create what? Mental fog, confusion, distraction, and obsessive thoughts. Feed on fear based thinking, anxiety, overthinking, and self doubt. Often make people mentally replay negative events, keeping the mind in a loop. May appear as intrusive thoughts, self sabotaging, inner dialogue, or distorted perceptions of what? Reality, ain't it? Huh? You feel mentally drained or foggy after certain thoughts, people, or environments, man. This is what we call a self inventory, a self check for the motherfucking intellectual and higher respect. Now, which part did you say you want to do? Emotional level? Oh, okay. Emotional level. They attach to emotional wounds like grief, jealousy, resentment, or shame. Feed on emotional chaos, especially arguments, gossip, and sadness. Yeah, man. Yeah. Can amplify emotional triggers, keeping you reactive and off balance. Often linked to toxic relationship cycles and emotional dependency. Key signs: you feel drained, anxious, or moody after emotional interactions or scrolling certain media. Spiritual level. They distort energy flow, blocking spiritual gifts or intuition. Can hijack dreams. Can hijack your motherfucking dreams, bitch. or enter through trauma, unhealed pain, or open energetic fields. Ladies, a lot of y'all really trauma bonded for real. Y'all thinking y'all coming together got so much in common. Yeah, a lot of trauma, traumatic ass experiences. And you motherfuckers are sharing that shit all the time. And that's really goddamn this all is on your mind. You know what I mean? Can mimic quote unquote guidance, can mimic guidance, quote unquote, or quote unquote intuition, however, lead to confusion, self doubt, or distraction from your purpose. Hmm? Often connected to collective energies, generational wounds, or ancestral imbalance. Key signs, man. Key signs, key signals, man. Key signals. You feel disconnected from source, intuition feels cloudy, or you sense dark, heavy energy around you. Physical level. Though they are energetic, they affect the effects can manifest physically: chronic fatigue, body heaviness, or sudden low energy, sleep or recharge disturbances, or waking or rising up tired, random pains with no medical causes, energetic blockages, cravings for low vibrational foods, sugar, junk food, alcohol, etc. Note, physical parasites can also mirror energetic ones. What happens in the body often reflects what happens in the what energetic field. So when these motherfuckers walk around overweight as fuck, we know you don't love yourself, bitch. When you're walking around with a bunch of weed and fake shit and chemicals and all that shit on your face, we know you don't love yourself, motherfucker. And you feeding yourself chemical warfare, and you putting the weave and the lashes in your head. So I can tell you don't love yourself. I can tell you low vibration. Yeah. I can tell you you fell for the energetic parasites of propaganda in a variety of ways. Oh, let the goddamn music play. Common entry points. Common entry points. Unhealed trauma or grief. Addictive behaviors, food, substance, attention. That's why I say a lot of y'all always eating. When you go out, you always gotta eat and shit. See, a lot of y'all motherfuckers be trauma bonded unconsciously. Huh? Ain't it, man? Okay, let's go. Unprotected sexual exchanges. So again, ladies, body count do be mattering, my nigga. It matters so much. It really does. I know it's your body, your decision, but guess what? When those decisions come, what repercussions? Ain't it, man? And punishments, ain't it? Toxic environments, workplaces, media relationships, etc. Spiritual neglect, not grounding, cleansing, or protecting energy or energy. Protection and cleansing practices, energetic hygiene, regular cleansing, baths, sea salt, herbs, essential oils, manchants, or affirmations. Speak power into your aura. I claim my energy or energy from all cords and attachments. End quote. Ancestral grounding. Connect with your roots, ancestors, and or natural elements. Yielding. Visualize golden or indigo light around you daily. Healthy boundaries. Protect your time or space, emotions, and space from draining influences. Fasting and detox. So when people say, yeah, you acting funny, bitch, yeah, I'm acting funny because you low vibrational as fuck. I'm acting funny because I'm supposed to act funny. This is how I'm supposed to move when I encounter low vibrational shit. So if you ain't laughing, so how am I acting funny? You ain't laughing.
Right.
Oops. Hit them with that next time. Oh, I'm acting funny. Why you ain't laughing then? Do. See, that's gonna stomp their dumb ass. Cause they ain't never heard that before. Oops. Now, fasting and physical detox. Physical cleansing helps purge energetic parasites too. Sound healing. Use drums. Singing bowls. Or chanting to raise your vibration for the near side. Overall conclusion: energetic parasites represent vibrational imbalance and disconnection from source. They thrive in darkness, confusion, fear, guilt. However, dissolve in light. Woo! You hear that, Earth? They thrive in the darkness, but however, dissolve in light. Ain't that something? That's how they be blending in these different love and light communities, ain't it, Earth? Man, 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 man. Awareness and love. They dissolve. Look, they survive in darkness, confusion, da 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 da. However, they dissolve in light, awareness, and love. So this is why a lot of people, we don't know what love really is, because what? A lot of the people that you think loved you or you loved them or whatever, cousins, whoever, relatives or whatever, a lot of them done you so damn dirty, huh? But see, they have merged themselves in the light form. Imposters of the light. Light imposters. Huh? Light imposters. By cleansing your energy and chi, healing emotional wounds, and raising your vibration, you naturally evict these unseen energies and return to your divine power. Your energy is sacred currency. Guard it. Your energy is sacred currency. These motherfuckers be worrying about paper money so much, though. Not the energy you putting into getting it. Damn. Guard it, cleanse it, and let it flow freely through truth, peace, and alignment with your higher self. You ready? All of this? It can't be all of that. All right, I'm gonna do this next part, y'all, and we're gonna hear from Empress Star, taking you far no matter where you are. All right, let's see what we got. Let's get back to where we was at. Where we were. Protection, overall conclusion. Okay, energetic parasites when it comes to society. All right. Socio-energetic overview of energetic parasites in society. Definition: when we speak of energetic parasites in society, we're talking about systems, structures, and influences that feed on collective energy or energy, the attention, emotions, labor, creativity, and spirit of the people. So this is why we say, if we, them, they, those take our attention off the bullshit, if we take our emotions off the bullshit, if we stop undervaluing our labor and selling it for $10, I often say, think about a whole hour for $10, a whole hour for $15 of your time, soul, spirit, all that, and you getting $15. You can't make more than that off yourself. But yeah, anyway, a whole hour for $10, $12. You can't borrow that and it take you less than an hour. Ain't it, Herb? They gonna go to work a whole hour hard for $10, $12, $15. You can't borrow that. You can't scrape $15 up in less than an hour, less than 30 minutes. If not, then damn, we got to reevaluate our circle like fuck, ain't there? We got to reevaluate our circle like mom. So if you working for wages that you can borrow, you already smacking the shit out yourself. I'm talking about if you literally can go borrow $10 in 3 minutes, you feel me? If you literally can go borrow $20 in point seconds, what the hell is you working for the shit for a whole hour? See, they not thinking, baby. They not thinking, Earth. They ain't thinking all that. $15 for a whole hour, $20 for a whole hour, $25. Oh man, gotta love it. All right, here we go. These parasites forces thrive by keeping humanity, especially melanin people, etc., in a state of disconnection, distraction, and depletion, preventing spiritual and communal empowerment. Systemic level, the collective parasite. Systemic level, the collective parasite. Society itself can host energetic parasites disguised as quote unquote norms. What these people say, oh, this is the norm now, huh? That's when you know they're the functioning zombie form, then, huh? Because this is the norm now. Oh, man. Uh, Institutions, industries, and media are often designed to harvest human energy or energy, not physically, however, mentally and spiritually. The goal to drain your focus, creativity, and emotional vitality. That's all the shit. That's everything jobs do. So you remain reactive, compliant, or dependent. Examples: media and fear culture. Constant exposure to violence, trauma, and negativity keeps the collective in fear and survival mode. A lot of them black news stations do that. They always highlight the shootings and the da 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 da. That's be some depression ass shit. See, that's called subtle grooming. See, they do the shit subtly, you know, and they use a lot of things to do it. They use your material addictions. They use the blackface. You don't got necessarily be wiper. They just send out a motherfucking whitewash motherfucker. You hear me? They use your entertainers. Entertainers. Consumerism encourages overconsumption of low vibrational foods, entertainment trends, etc. That dull intuition. Economic systems energetically feed on time, life force, and stress through overwork and financial bondage. The grinding culture. We gotta grind and get it out the mud culture, ain't it? Education systems often train obedience rather than consciousness or creativity. Politics manipulates emotions and divides communities to feed chaos and control. And y'all still fall for that dumbass shit every fucking season. Results: the collective energy of society becomes fragmented, anxious, and spiritually numb. A perfect feeding ground for energetic parasites. You ready? You ready? All right, y'all. Empress Star gonna take you far no matter where you are. I'm about to go ahead and take a smoke break, and we gonna goddamn put it in the air. Put it in the air. Put it in the air. I'm gonna put it in the air. That motherfucking herbal essence. All right, y'all. Let me go and take this smoke break, goddamn, and goddamn, Empress Star gonna make this shit shake. Ain't it, man? Let me do a quick review, and then we gonna goddamn we gonna go and patch it through, huh? We gonna do a quick review and patch it through. We talked about systemic level, the collective parasite overall. All right, we talked about energetic parasites in society. All right, we went over protection and cleansing practices from to prevent or whatever. Common entry points of the energetic parasite. Where did they come from? They be like, where? Because that's what we be asking a lot of times. Where is this sudden emotion that is what damn, I just was in a great mood, and then what the hell, what the fuck just happened? You know, physical level. We went over the physical level, we went over the spiritual level, we went over the emotional level, we went over the mental level, we went over the overall definition of what an energetic parasite is. All right. So the next voice you gonna hear is Empress Star take you far no matter where you are. She's gonna get into the psychological and emotional control of the energetic parasites. So that's why when I be saying the parasites be talking, that's why when I say your diet, our diet is vital. Diet of whatever we taking it energetically and physically. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna close it out when Empress Star is done. Let's have a little fun. She gonna come through. Hold on.
And we're back. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. We're Cosmic just gave us a whole lot of information on energetic parasites. Thanks so much for all the information. It just shows how we have to not only cleanse our bodies regularly, but our mind, our spirit, and everything, because um, parasites don't just get on you like inside of your intestines from eating bad foods. They actually attach to you and drain all your energy and your focus, etc., etc. So basically, what I got gathered from it is we need to protect our energy by protecting ourselves, who we're with, who we're hanging around, who we're intimate with. You know, even in our job, if you're still working a 9 to 5, even on your job, just be protecting yourself from the people who you hang with, who you have lunch with, who you talk with, etc., etc. Somebody can be draining your energy, and they don't even have to really do nothing. Just stand close to you, and they can absorb it because of all the low vibrational parasites that are attached to them.
Part two, that's energy leeches and it's succubus. We'll get into that in part two.
All right, so we're going to jump right into the psychological and emotional control that the energetic parasites have on you. Energetic parasites in society use mind control frequencies, not always in the technological sense, but through psychological manipulations such as programming through repetition, advertising, media loops, trauma narratives, etc., creating scarcity mentality, never enough. You got to keep grinding, and they usually just keep you in a state of fear. Social comparison and validation traps through social media. So you're looking at social media and you just keep comparing yourself or trying to validate yourself through the media that you're consuming, and it's draining your energy, and a lot of times it's low vibrational, which gives openings for the parasites to attach to you. So just be aware of the social media when you comparing yourself, because even though you think that is innocent, it's really not. Is more detrimental than not, because change starts in your mind. So if you comparing yourself mentally, you are tearing yourself down. So just be aware of the small things. It's the small things that it's the small foxes that spoils the vine.
The little thing. What a joy it bring, ain't it, Bob?
Yeah.
It's gonna bring joy or what?
Absolutely.
Little things, baby.
So, racial and class trauma loops that drain melanated communities, spiritual energy, and unity. These patterns make people believe they are powerless, while their spiritual essence is being consumed by systems designed to keep them distracted from their divinity. So basically,
say that. I need that again. They do what?
These patterns make us believe that we are powerless, while our spiritual essence is being consumed by systems designed to keep us distracted from our divinity. So basically, if you continue to stay in a parasitic loop, you'll never be the divine being that you were sent here to be. So it's time to start breaking away from a lot of the programs that's been set in place that has manipulated the whole world, basically. So now we're going to talk about the cultural and ancestral impact through a melanated lens. For us melanated people, societal energetic parasites have operated for centuries through colonialism and slavery, the massive energy harvest through forced labor, suffering and fear, feeding global systems of power. And that stuff is still in play right now. Like a lot of that old energy that was harvested is still so strong because of the mental hold that we have.
Mm,
They're still using the ancestral power um, that they drained. So we're waking up, but we have to get to a point where we are fighting to take back the ancestral power that they're harvesting. Um, Another way is through cultural erasure. They suppressed all of our indigenous wisdoms, the spirituality, and ancestral healing that awakens spiritual immunity. So all of the things that will help us thrive in this dimension, in this age, they hid it. They hid it from us. But luckily, we are in the age of Aquarius, where everything is being revealed. No lies can be held. This is the age of knowing, the age of I am, the age of information.
so if you
So
don't know, you gotta not want to know.
right. So if you
God,
don't know, you have to really work hard to not want to know.
dang. Mm, 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 mm. That sounds like a woo 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 woo. I don't know.
And the media representation, it just promotes trauma-based identity instead of divine identity. And that just completely led to the community division, turning kings and queens against each other through ego, competition, and distrust. These systems feed off the pain of separation, separation from self, separation from the source, and separation from one another. How can we always say we need to build community? We thrive in community, but through all of the dysfunction that we've been going through, we don't even know how to be a community. So we have to start really just first finding who we are, find who we are, the great self, the our higher self, connect back with source, and then all the separation in the community we start coming together, and not just coming together with ego. Everybody want to be the leader.
Mm.
Everybody can't be the leader, but everyone is a leader. Right, everyone is a leader in their own right. So you lead in your lane, you lead in your lane, and everything is going to work out properly. Most times people just don't want to lead in their lane, and it's a lane for everybody. Everybody can't do everything, so just be the entity that you're supposed to be in the community that you're in, so we can work together, build together, grow together, kick these parasites out, and reclaim our thrones. So here are a few modern day forms of parasites. Digital parasitism. Social media feeds on attention, emotion, and validation. And a lot of times people go to those platforms just to get that validation, or post pictures, etc., 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 for the emotional likes, for the attention. Now we all know about the food industry has low vibrational foods that keeps the body toxic and the energy sluggish. That's why we need to get away from the junk foods. And when I'm saying junk food, I just don't mean chips and things like that, chips, sodas, etc., etc., etc. Junk food is all the food, the unhealthy food that you're putting in your system. The meats, the dead food, all the dead food, all the fructose, gluten, all that other stuff that's bad for your body. Anything is white, it needs to go on the flight. White flour, white sugar, everything basically is not good for you. It's not good for you, not at all. Another form, modern day form of parasitism is through entertainment. The constant stimulation keeps the spirit disconnected from silence and intuition, because you constantly just it's constantly something in the entertainment industry, some kind of beef, some kind of drama, some kind of ratchet song, the newest ratchet song, etc., etc., etc. It's just too much drain, too much strain on the body mentally, which again drains you and leaves opening for the parasites to enter. Not to mention the work culture. Overworking with no rest drains life force and created creativity. The healthcare industry. It treats symptoms but rarely nurtures energetic or spiritual wellness. Each of these operates as a parasite within the collective aura, draining joy, creativity, and divine power. Breaking free and reclaiming energy from the collective parasite. The awareness. Recognize how your energy is harvested through your attention, time, money, and emotions. Then you reconnect. You reconnect by reclaiming connection to your higher self, your ancestors, and natural rhythms. Ground yourself in truth, community, and divine purpose.
And we be saying all these distractions. Yes, they supposed to distract you because they're parasites.
Right,
They're
right,
supposed to do the Super Bowls and the controversies and the crap. You hear me?
right,
They're supposed to create.
right.
That's what parasites do.
Yeah. And all this will start leading to energetic sovereignty. Protect your aura from societal noise. Unplug regularly. Unplug regularly. Fast from media. Fast from food and environments that feel draining.
So yes, sometimes you acting funny. Yes. Yes.
So
Shit.
it's time to create instead of consume.
Mm.
And with this, a lot of people are still in a 9 to 5 because they're not creating. They're just consumers. So you use the money that you get from the job to buy more things that you want to consume, whether it's TV, food, etc., 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 whatever you're consuming, instead of using that 9 to 5 income to create.
Chris Brown photos.
And when you create, you can get out of that 9 to 5 because you'll be using your creativity. Use your creativity as rebellion. When you create art, healing, ideas, and love, you shift from being a source of energy extraction to a source of divine power. And that's going to lead to community healing, because true liberation is collective. So when we as melanated communities heal energetically through rituals, affirmations, and ancestral remembrance, the parasitic systems begin to lose their hold. Energetic parasites in society are the unseen cores of control that keep humanity, especially Black and indigenous communities, disconnected from divine truth.
Hey.
They operate through fear, distraction, and division.
So yes, they're gonna do the shit that they do. That's
Yes,
what I keep telling people. They doing their job. You gotta do what? Your job.
right. So the parasitic things that are placed in society are doing exactly what they're set up to do.
Yeah.
They're doing their job, so now it's time for us to do our job.
And they're waking the fuck up.
Yeah. Hold on. Like I was saying, they operate through fear, distraction, and division. But awareness, unity, and spiritual hygiene are the antidotes. What's the antidote? Awareness, unity, and spiritual hygiene. Be aware of what's going on. Unite with like-minded people who want to work together through divine connection. And continue to have spiritual hygiene, and you'll start to break break the parasitic systems that are in place. When you raise your vibration, reclaim your focus, and live from love and truth, the parasites lose access to your life force. And when a community does this together, the entire energetic grid of society begins to heal. Not all energetic parasites are invisible entities. Some move through people around you. Friends, family, or co-workers can carry parasitic energy when they operate from unhealed wounds, jealousy, codependency, or emotional chaos.
So you mean that friend and that homegirl is always calling you goddamn, and you be saying it too. She always calling me with her drama and her da 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 da. You already know what it is. And look, what we do, baby, we keep them around because of the familiarity of the duration of time and space we've been around each other.
Right.
And
So
within those time and space of duration, you had traumatic experiences. You feel me? Which means you had trauma experiences, and that's what bonded you together. And you just been rocking since then.
Right. So basically, the people who always come to you with problems or always got drama, those are energetic parasites. No matter how long you've been with them,
no matter who they are,
no matter how long you've been with them, no matter who they are, they could be your mother, they could be your father, they could be your brother, sister, friend, lover. You have to detach from them, because if you don't detach from them, they're going to continue to drain you, and you're not going to be able to live the fullest divine life that you're supposed to.
Ray, Shay, Boo Boo, Tay, John, everybody. Cousin Boo Boo, Cousin Doo Doo, Cousin Stink, all of them.
And most times they don't even realize that they're acting as conduits for the energy drains. They simply become vessels for low vibrational energy to feed through. Mental drainers, the overthink triggers.
Oh, shit.
These are the people who constantly dump their problems without accountability.
Damn.
Dismiss your ideas, your visions, or your spiritual experiences. They always have a crisis and want you to, quote unquote, fix it.
Yeah, and that could be children too, y'all. Don't y'all see nobody is excluded. Y'all be wanting to exclude people. It could be your elder. It could be anybody.
It could be anybody. It could be children, especially your children. They can be very draining. You just have to put things in place, boundaries to, feed the energy that they're trying to put off. So feed off these people usually feed off your mental focus, keeping you distracted from your own goals.
They feed off your what?
They feed off your mental focus.
Damn. So the fellas, if you got a woman coming in saying, basically, if they saying, man, you always on your craft, always on your job, always on your, that means what? You always on your shit. So now they don't want you on your shit. So if you ever, homies, friends, colleagues, women, ladies, if you meet these men and you on your shit, and I don't mean superficially, you feel me? Because people will use that shit like, damn, you always at work, you always, well, damn, you don't want me to be doing shit. Or on your hustle, on your grind, on your creativity.
Right.
Merge in with my shit.
Absolutely. You absolutely should. Definitely. If you're in a intimate relationship with somebody and they are always pulling you away from your goals, your dreams, and your desires, you should absolutely separate from them.
Especially if your ass is benefiting off the bag, nigga. If you benefiting off the results of the creativity, shut your ass up. Okay.
So the effect that it have on you is you leave the conversations feeling mentally cluttered, unfocused, or doubtful of your path. They feed your attention and problem-solving energy. They feed on your attention and problem-solving energy.
Hey, they don't even want you to solve it.
Right.
Hey, Christ.
Next, we're going to talk about the emotional vampires, the guilt and drama feeders. These are often friends or family who emotionally manipulate through guilt or pity. For example, guilt or pity. You don't call me anymore. You're not as present as you used to be. I remember when, or etc., etc.
Or somebody always dies. Somebody dies. I want to hear that shit.
They create drama or competition to stay the center of energy. They drain you by constantly complaining, gossiping, or seeking validation. They get offended or distant when you set boundaries. But it doesn't matter. Keep those boundaries in place, because who cares about the way they feel? It's time for you to start looking out for you and worrying about your emotional hygiene, your emotional preservation, etc., etc. The effect that it has on you is you feel emotionally exhausted, anxious, or uneasy after being around them. They feed on emotional reaction. Your empathy becomes their battery. Next, we're going to talk about the spiritual parasites, the frequency lowerers. These are people who subtly pull you away from your spiritual practices or peace. They may mock your growth or spirituality. You think you better now.
What? Hold on.
You think you better because you're studying this. You think you better because of this.
Whoa, did they hit him with that line?
Mm-hmm. They
hit
did.
him with that line that sent chills down his spine, ain't it, mine? Yeah.
They resist your elevation because it triggers their own stagnation. Their aura feels heavy or confusing, especially after spiritual progress.
Well, y'all lucky I'm not reading this.
You feel disconnected from source, questioning your path or doubting your gifts after being around them. They feed on your spiritual light and your awakening energy. Let's talk about the professional parasites.
Ooh.
The energy thieves at work. Colleagues or bosses who take credit for your work or ideas.
Oh, man.
Co-workers who gossip or create tension to feel powerful.
Don't get me started on that shit.
Environments that demand constant output without an acknowledgement. So you just work like a workhorse for nothing. Friendly co-workers who only come around to download your ideas or energy. The effect that it usually has on you is you feel heavy, undervalued, or uninspired at work. They feed on creative energy and spiritual authority in professional field. Let's talk about the number one, family parasites, the ancestral wound carriers. Family can carry parasitic energy unconsciously when they refuse to heal generational trauma but project it onto others. Shame or control through obligation. That's just how family is. They reject your growth because it exposes what they refuse to face. They recreate cycles of manipulation, comparison, or guilt. So just basically keeping you in a loop, a low vibrational loop. The effect that it has on you is you feel small, guilty, or conflicted after family interactions. They feed on emotional cords formed through loyalty and generational pain. Remember, you can love family and still protect your energy.
You can do what?
You can love your family and still protect your energy. How do they?
So for y'all that use that, but that's my family though. Because I know it's thousands of millions of hundreds. That's my family though. That's my cousin though. That's my homegirl though. They gonna get you. It's you got to fill in the blank.
So how do they attach? Cozmik spoke on this a little earlier, but we're gonna go back through it. Why not? They attach through empathy and emotional cords. Open hearts attract those needing healing. cycling.
Mm.
They attach through unhealed trauma resonance. Their wounds match your old frequencies.
So for that's even for y'all that's all of this love and light, love and light, love. You keep loving and light everybody, man. What it say? It blends in with the light. Come on, man.
Right.
Man, we gonna get your mind right, man. We gonna get your mental right today, baby.
They attach through shared spaces such as workplaces, homes, or even group chats filled with gossip.
So you think they not sharing the space at a spiritual retreat?
Right.
At a healing whatever? Man, y'all better come on.
They attach through unspoken energetic agreements. I'll carry your pain if it keeps peace. Those are the people that are super passive and
they want to keep peace.
Just keeping the peace at the risk at their own demise.
And look, they really not even keeping the peace because you just the shit festering.
Yeah.
So you just prolonging the chaos.
And honestly,
really?
You're not keeping the peace.
You prolonging the chaos.
Because it's just gonna build up and build up and build up, and then one day he or she is gonna say, "Okay," and you just gonna snap.
The show.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, what are some energetic signs you're being fed on? You feel tired or foggy after talking to certain people. You have random mood shifts after visiting or messaging them. You dream about them or feel them energetically, even when apart. Constantly pulled into their chaos or emotional cycles. You feel guilty when prioritizing yourself. These are red flags that cores of energy are actively draining your life force. Protection and detachment practices. Energetic boundaries. Visualize a golden light or shield around your aura before engaging with draining people, and affirm, only love and truth may exchange between me and others. I am protected and sovereign in my energy. Do some cord cutting rituals. After emotional exchanges, take salt baths, use smoke cleansing, or do a brief meditation to release attachments. Imagine cords dissolving and your energy returning to you purified. Emotional neutrality. Don't feed their drama. Silence starves energetic parasites. Observe instead of absorbing. Observe instead of absorbing. So let it go. Let it flow. All right. It's not my problem. It has nothing to do with me. Imagine imagine duck feathers on you. You know how the water just roll off the duck's back? Yeah, let it just roll off. Make sure you have sacred space maintenance as well. You need to clean your environment regularly with herbs, sounds, or intention. Keep your spiritual tools charged and your home peaceful.
Sacred space!
All in your face.
Whoa.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you have or have you had any energetic parasites? And if you have it going on right now, what are you doing to, fix the problem or to detach? If you're detaching from this person, what things are you setting in place? What boundaries have you put in place to reclaim your energy back? All right, so number 5, what we're going to talk about is high vibrational living. That comes with eating healthy food, listening to high vibrational music, getting enough rest when you need it. When your body tells you you need to rest, you need to listen to your body and actually rest. And joy. Raise your vibration so low energies can't attach easily.
Woo.
Raise your vibration so low energies can't attach
So it's
easily.
not a trend. Is you need to get this a spin.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, you absolutely need to work on, you know, reclaiming your energy back. Just putting yourself in a place of power where these parasitic energies can't connect to you, can't absorb your energy, so you can get back in your bag, and not just monetarily, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, etc., etc., whatever Ali you want to add to that, so you can get back to who you need to be, so that you can save the souls that are connected to you. Because once you start doing the work for yourself, then the people who are connected to you, you're going to start to wake them up. So it's a collective work we have to do together. So let's get this. We got to go the distance. The distance is the medicine. Sometimes protection means physical or emotional distance, not out of hate, but out of self-preservation and peace. So we have to get away from the energy drainers, the energy parasites, no matter who it is. And unfortunately, those are the people who are closest to us that we have to detach ourselves from. But once we completely detach, our quality of lives will change, and mentally you'll be in a better place, emotionally you'll be in a better place, spiritually you'll start to receive downloads. You'll be able to connect with source, you'll be able to connect with your higher self, with the different beings, different entities, different different dimensions, different spaces. It'll be a whole different world will be opened up to you once you disconnect and disengage yourself from these energetic parasites, because they exist in familiar faces, not as evil people, but as unhealed energy seeking light. And once you got a light, it's like a moth or any bug. When the light is on, it's gonna come to it. It's gonna come to that light. It's just something about the light that draws entities in. It draws the darkness in. But then when the darkness comes in, the darkness can't usually handle the light, and then they try to put the light out. So our job is not to save them, but to maintain our frequencies and become a mirror of healing, not a vessel of depletion. So we're around these people who we think we're supposed to save, but we're feeling so depleted and so empty. Like, your cup cannot run over if somebody is always drinking from it, So we need to reclaim our energy back and stop feeding cycles of emotional vampirism and become a radiant source of divine light. And we need to influence others to rise instead of drain. So, we all know that our emotions are portal, and when left unhealed, they become energetic entry points. So, if we're dealing with unprocessed grief, anger and resentment, fear and worry, guilt and shame, we need to really work on that, deal with that, and heal with that, because those give you emotional openings for the parasites to come and connect. The mind's vibration shapes our aura. So when we stay in repetitive negative thoughts, self-doubt, or anxiety, We unconsciously invite energies that match those frequencies. They feed on worry loops, overthinking, obsessive or addictive thoughts, and especially self criticism. These thoughts act like open windows in our energetic field, and whatever vibrates with that comes in. So, whatever you put out is what's going to come back to you. It's the law of attraction. We all know that sex is a spiritual exchange. It's not just physical. So each partner's energy, emotions, and its ancestors mix in that auric field. If one carries energetic parasites from trauma, addictions, or other partners, those frequencies will and can transfer. And it's especially risky when sex is casual or done in emotional emptiness. I just need to fill this void. I just need to get this fixed. You feel spiritually or emotionally disconnected afterwards. Like, why did I just do this? You take on whatever mental state they might be in at that moment. If they're stressed, if they're sad, if they're depressed, you take on that. You feel that. You get a sense of heaviness, confusion, or mood changes after intimacy. Sex is sacred and it's meant to heal us, not harm us. But it depends on the vibration that is exchanged. Exactly, what it's going to do. Is it healing or is it harming you? Or it just depends on the entity that you're being intimate with. You can absorb the energy of spaces and enter parasites. Parasites linger in environments heavy with addiction, fear, or environment violence. So you can absorb parasites through the environment, such as toxic workspaces or gossip-filled homes, crowded public places with chaotic energy, such as clubs, hospitals, and malls. Unclean or uncluttered homes that trap stagnant energy. Your aura is like a sponge. The more sensitive you are, the faster you can absorb energetic residue. Energetic cords from people. People can unconsciously plug into your energy through emotional cords. You might pick them up from past relationships, no matter if it's romantic or platonic, family attachments built on guilt or obligation, energy vampires who drain your focus, attention, or love, trauma bonds that haven't been healed or released. You think of someone constantly, even though you haven't spoken in months. That's an active energy cord, possibly even parasitic. So, just out the blue, you just think of your ex. That is a cord that you need to break, an energetic cord that you need to cut. So the physical body is the anchor of your energy body. When the body is toxic, parasites thrive energetically and physically. They love processed food, sugar, alcohol, and drugs. They love sleep deprivation, so we need to start recharging, getting that recharge in. And how can we need to begin to recharge anyway, because that's a lot of times where we can get the downloads when the mind is quiet and still, and not busy and bustling. That's when your higher self or source, etc., can give you your downloads. Dehydration or lack of sunlight. Yeah, get out there in that sun and make sure you stay hydrated. Lack of spiritual hygiene. No cleansing, no grounding, no incantations or prayer, or meditation. Physical parasites can often mirror energetic ones. So we need to cleanse one, and you heal the other. Ancestral or karmic attachments. Some energetic parasites pass through lineage or karmic memory, generational trauma, curses, or unresolved grief. family patterns of fear, control, or addiction. These are all the ways that the ancestral or karmic attachments, and these energies from ancestors who were never properly honored or released. That's what I was saying earlier. We have to reclaim that power back from the ancestors that have been harvested. These aren't evil spirits, they're just unhealed frequencies asking for attention and transmutation. So is bigger than just us healing ourselves. It goes deep through our back to our ancestors. We have to heal and regain that energy back, for not only for us but for our ancestors, and then we will start seeing and reaping the benefits, of being in a place, a high vibration, a more higher frequency, higher vibrational place. So when you ignore your spiritual body by never cleansing, never grounding, or protecting, your aura becomes vulnerable. Just like a house with open doors and no locks, it invites intruders, and uncared for aura attracts lower energies. Here are some signs of neglect: not spending time in nature, never praying or doing incantations, no meditating or reconnecting to source, living in constant busyness or distraction. Always got something to do. Always got something to do. Always doing something. Always distracted. Distracted from your purpose. Distracted, even if it's just your 9 to 5. Distracted with your children. You're just distracted. So you're so distracted, you're not taking care of the spiritual hygiene. Ignoring your tuition when it warned you. And when we ignore our tuition so much, the voice just tends to disappear, and it gets harder and harder for you to hear or feel your intuition. So how to strengthen your energetic immunity? By daily cleansing, such as spiritual baths, using salt, herbs, and oils. Smoke cleansing or prayerful showers release residue. Boundaries. Say no to draining people, overgiving, or unhealthy conversations. Grounding. Walk barefoot, intentionally connect to earth or plants daily. Spiritual practice. Chanting, affirmations, meditation, or your sacred space man chants. These raise your frequency so parasites can't attach. Detox the body. Hydration, clean foods, herbs, and fasting. What purifies the body purifies the aura. Awareness. The moment you recognize an energy isn't yours, it starts to lose its power. So energetic parasites enter when you're disconnected from your own light. They feed on your pain, confusion, fear, and neglect, but cannot survive in self-awareness, love, or divine connection. When you reclaim your energy, tend to your emotions, and live consciously, you become energetically sovereign, unpenetrable, radiant, and rooted in your sacred truth. So we already know you can't clear what you're not aware of. So just start becoming more aware. Begin to grounding with attention. Start your daily cleansing practices. Cut and seal energetic cords that no longer serve you, or after heavy conversations, draining arguments, draining environments. Imagine a cord extending from your body to the others. Visualize yourself gently removing the cords, handing them back with love, and sealing the space with light. Or just cut it or burn it. Depends on the severity of how much you want the relationship disconnected. Release them with love and reclaim your life force from that encounter. Start raising your frequency because parasites can't live where the vibration is high. You can do this by eating whole living foods, drinking more water, or eating more foods that have water, more fruits and veggies that have water. Get sunlight and fresh air daily. Listen to uplifting music. Chant and do incantations or pray and meditate. Keep company with peaceful, solution focused people, not the negative Nancy's or the ones who always want to gossip. Limit news and social media that trigger fear or anger. 100%. I haven't watched the news in so many years. I can't even tell you. I know maybe a week ago, um, I was in an environment where the news was on the TV and I looked at it and it was just like the people looked distorted and the everything that they were saying was just so negative, and I'm just like, oh yeah, okay, this is why I remember exactly why I don't look at the news, or don't entertain that kind of the broadcast, because it's meant to keep you in an energetic loop where it just drains your energy and puts you in a state of fear. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that to myself. And me seeing that was just a great reminder of, yeah, this is why I don't watch the news. And even on social media, I can go days like, oh yeah, let me check, social media, because a lot of times, even though you can go in there and feed your spirit and feed your soul, when you're just mindlessly scrolling, you just lose so much time, and it drains so much energy, and you're just like, dang, like, oh, I could have did this and that in the 30 minutes or the hour that I sat scrolling mindlessly. That's a parasite. It's sucking your energy. So just be aware and become conscious of those small things, the small social parasites that are set in place, that we think are so harmless, and they're really not. So how do we know if we're breaking away? No, one more thing I want to touch on. We need maintenance and discernment. We need to stay aware of how different people, foods, and or activities make us feel. Anything that repeatedly leaves us feeling tired or foggy, anxious or heavy, confused or detached from our intuition is an invitation to cleanse again or adjust boundaries. And here are a few signs that you're successfully clearing. You'll notice subtle but steady shifts in your physical by having deeper sleep, a lighter body, fewer random aches, clearer skin or eyes. Emotional. Sudden crying or laughter releases old energy, and then the calm follows. Mentally, you have less racing thoughts, you have more focus, and your creativity starts to come in. Spiritually, you have a stronger intuition, synchronicities, and a sense of peace or renewal. Sometimes clearing brings a brief detox period, vivid dreams, mild fatigue, or emotional release before balance returns. So to stay clean long term from the parasites, you need to keep a daily grounding ritual. 3 to 5 minutes a day is enough. Just get your feet out there in the ground, go grab you a tree, hug you a tree. 3 to 5 minutes, that's all it takes to help detox that negative energy. Set energetic boundaries before and after social or digital interactions. Cleanse your physical space weekly because clutter holds old frequencies. Regular gratitude or incantations or prayer to keep vibration and low love instead of fear. Periodic fast or detox for the body and aura, water, fruit, silence, and nature. So, in essence, clearing is not a one time event, it's a lifestyle of awareness, alignment, and self care. When your heart is open, your body is clean, and your mind is peaceful. Your light becomes inhospitable to parasitic energy. And that's all I have to say on the parasites. Let's time detox so we can get out here and play. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Once again, this is Empress Star here to take you far. Anybody want to come and do a couple shows, collab with us? The information is going to be in the comments. Here's the one and only Cosmic Minds.
God damn. Woo, 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 woo. Yo, that I'm glad Empress Star said that. Salute to y'all. Make sure y'all share this out. And we have a show coming up. Salute to the Tonic Man. We got a show coming up Friday. It's Poly Talk with the Tonic Man. And we may have a few guests pop in, you know what I'm saying, to give their thoughts on this topic. So, it'll be live through here, 1 p.m. Eastern. So make sure, you slide through for that, put your notifications on, make sure you share. And like I say, if you're not going to support financially, make sure you make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you refer people to the channel, make sure they subscribe. Other than that, guess what? Cosmic Mind UV.